And a good morning to each and every single one of you, and a happy Wednesday, happy 1st of November. And yes, I am back more or less. These are probably going to be once a week videos uh, with my new video project that I'm starting out. Uh, Thanks to Shamla for the only one commenting on the previous video as far as should I be writing as Virginia Woolf or should I be writing as Ernest Hemingway. Her vote went to Ernest Hemingway. So for the month of November, today, Wednesday, the 1st of November, for the month of November, I'll be writing like Ernest Hemingway. Now, I could tell you that today, Wednesday, the 1st of November, I managed to start my day exactly the way Ernest Hemingway did, but that would be a lie. Truth be told, Ernest, the Ernest Hemingway writing schedule is incredibly simple. You start at first light and you keep writing for a good few hours. And then once you get towards the end of your writing session, you write until you know exactly what you're going to be writing next. And when you know exactly what comes next, that's when you stop. So that this thing that you know exactly what to write next eats away at you until you sit down the next day to start writing. By which time this thing that you know exactly what to write next has in your mind already fleshed itself out. And you start by writing that thing. And by the time you finished writing that thing, you are already in the flow of writing for the rest of your writing day. Another thing that Ernest Hemingway did was at the end of each day's writing to break the points of each one of his pencils. And when he sat down to write the next day, his first task would be to sharpen his pencils. And the act of sharpening his pencils, in a way, sharpened up his mind for the day's writing ahead, which is an interesting concept. I don't use pencils, I use a laptop, as you do as well. Um, but being well beyond the age of 50, when I'm sitting working, I wear glasses. Actually, I've got two pairs of glasses. So what do I do before I go to bed at night? I set out my glasses with a cleaning cloth next to them on top of my closed laptop computer. So that when I sit down to start writing, I begin my writing day by cleaning both pairs of glasses. The spare pair I then put aside in its glasses case, nice and clean, and then I start writing. Here in Spain, okay, we're getting into the winter months. As you can see, I'm wearing something slightly warmer. Um, we're getting into winter months here at the moment, so I don't sweat down my forehead quite as much as I did during the summer months. But anyway, but that means that when I'm getting halfway through a session and from sweat and such like my glasses start getting grubby, I can just take that pair off, put it aside, take the spare pair out, which is clean, slot them onto my face, and just keep going. So anyway, so that's my Ernest Hemingway uh, tips and tricks. But today, the 1st of November, I did not start writing at first light as what the Ernest Hemingway schedule would dictate. The time has now gone 11 a.m. I only woke up at somewhere after 10 a.m. Today, the 1st of November here in Spain, is a public holiday, Dia de Todos de los Santos, and last night was Halloween, and we all know what happens on Halloween. And as a result of that, I only got into bed well after 2 a.m. And that could be part of the reason why I only surfaced at around 10 a.m. as opposed to being at my desk at first light, and first light at the moment here in Spain is at just before 7 a.m. So I overslept by a solid 3 hours past first light, and what I'm going to be doing now is making myself some breakfast and continuing with my writing day. Later on this evening is going to be an ezoic um, work half, I think, 30-minute webinar. They've got their new um, AI editor, not a writing tool, but an editing tool, an AI editor called Wordsmith or something like that. And there's a webinar as far as how this AI editor operates. So I'm going to give that a listen, because maybe what I could do, if that editor works as well as I hope it does, what I could potentially do is, all those um, articles that I write using voice typing, where I can knock out 1,000 words in 12 minutes using voice typing for my one blog. If the Ezerix AI editor is worth its salt, what I could potentially do is voice type my 1,000 words in 12 minutes or thereabouts. Take that block of text that I voice typed, drop it into the AI editor, have it edit it for me down into sorry, have it edited for me down into nice paragraphs, and then uh, into paragraphs, subheadings, and all such like things as a first edit, and then I can maybe go through it as a second edit, proofread second edit, and then just tighten it up afterwards. That may actually end up saving me a whole bunch of time. So I'm definitely going to listen to how that webinar goes and then test it out. And ironically, the Ezoic webinar, because we've changed our clocks to winter time already, and America only changes theirs this coming Sunday. So the Ezoic 30-minute webinar is from 5 until 5:30 p.m. and from 5:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. is the Project 24 work hour with Anna, and maybe I might be able to use that Project 24 work hour as a way to test out this AI editing system. So maybe during that work hour, I'll bang out one or two really quick um, voice type blog posts. What I'll do is I'll voice type one, put that into the AI editor while the AI editor is doing its thing. I can voice type another and then put that one in, and I might have 2 edited blog posts at the end of an hour. Definitely worth looking at. But anyway, between now and then, I'm going to get myself some breakfast and sit down, start writing, because I've got a blog post that I want to have finished before that 5 o'clock rolls around. And taking into account that today is a public holiday and I had the late night last night, maybe I start writing like Ernest Hemingway at first light from Tuesday the 2nd of November. What do you think about that? Let me know down below. Anyway, with that being said, I see I've prattled along for 9.5 minutes already. Let me wrap this up, edit this really quickly, and put it out for you so that you can let me know down below if it's still okay to do my month of Ernest Hemingway, but only starting on the 2nd. Till then, I've got a good day ahead of me, and I'm going to edit this as a finished video and then give you some feedback on the AI editing tool when I speak to you again, probably tomorrow. And once I've gotten my Hemmingway month up and underway, speak to you then. Cheers.